Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma for those of you who are new, and I would love it if you guys subscribed and stuck around. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, it's a little bookish road trip vlog. I am so excited. I've been planning this video for months, but the timing just never worked out with Sid and I both working. So we finally had the weekend off for Easter. We went to my hometown to spend some time with my family, and I took that Friday off of work because I had a couple appointments in the morning, but then it was like the perfect opportunity to make kind of like a bookish weekend out of the free time before going to see family. So on that Friday, we went to Lawrence, Kansas, which isn't too far from where we live here in Kansas City, and we walked around Mass Street. If you're a KU person or have ever been to Lawrence or grew up in Kansas, you probably know what I'm talking about, but very, very cool. I love it. Like, if I could live anywhere but Kansas City, in like the Kansas, Missouri area, it would probably be Lawrence. The vibe there is just so cool. So you will see, I've been there in a couple videos before, so I'll link those down below or have like the thumbnails on the screen so you can go check out those videos. But we went to Mass Street and bopped around to a couple stores, so you'll see that. And then on that Saturday morning before we hung out with family, we went to Wichita, Kansas, which is about an hour away from where I live. I grew up going to Wichita. My dad grew up in Wichita, so very fond memories. But Wichita has completely just blew up. It's so up and coming. Like, there's so much stuff there that wasn't even there a couple years ago. Like, I feel like the last time that I went to Wichita was when I got my car about 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago now, and it looks completely different. But we went to the new Barnes & Noble. They just opened a brand new store and it is so beautiful. You guys will see. I wish the Barnes & Noble in my city looked like that. We are opening a new one somewhere in the Kansas City area. I'm not sure the locations exactly, but hopefully it looks like that Wichita store because it is gorgeous. But then we also went to Blush Bookstore, which I have been wanting to go there for about 2 years now since they opened, and I am an avid supporter of the owner of Blush Bookstore, Jacqueline. Her like bookish merch brand, it's called House of Jupiter. You guys probably know what House of Jupiter is. They're very famous for their book merch, and they did like a whole line with a bookmarked podcast from Sarah Curley and Destiny Sidwell. So I finally went to their bookstore and I fell in love with it. They have a location in Dallas as well. And then where else did we go? I think that was it. We meant to go to the one in Salina in my hometown, but they kind of had weird hours for Easter weekend. And then I was going to come back and go to a couple here, but I honestly have a pretty good haul, which you guys will see here in a little bit. So we'll just go to local bookstores in another video, but let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go on this little bookish road trip vlog. I just never really filmed an intro or really talked much at the bookstores. Just wanted to pop in, intro this video, and it's kind of perfect timing because I'm filming this intro during Indie Bookstore Day, which to me every day is Indie Bookstore Day. I do work part-time at Barnes & Noble. That's a little like update just because they work with my schedule. I've worked there full-time before. I do love working at Barnes and the discount is great, but there are so many amazing indie book retailers out there and indie bookstores. It's just a good day every day to support an indie bookstore. So this video will be going up a little bit late, but you don't have to have a specific day to go support a small local business. So maybe we'll make this a little bit of a series because they did give me a little map at Blush Bookstore, which is like all of the independent bookstores in the Midwest, which would be the coolest video ever to go on like a little road trip or even travel and like fly to go to a bunch of different bookstores. But I've blabbed too long. I'm probably talking really fast because I'm just so excited about little local bookstores and book shopping and this little haul that I'm about to give you. But yeah, let's roll the little bookish road trip segment of the video, and then I will pop back in at the end to share with you my haul. Okay guys, we are currently in Lawrence, Kansas, and we are sitting down at a sushi restaurant, but we went to a toy store. I originally went there because they have jelly cats, but they got rid of like pretty much all of their jelly cats. I'll link the vlog down below where we got jelly cats the last time we came, and it was amazing, but now I probably wouldn't recommend it if you are looking for jelly cats, but I did get some Sony Angels. Sony Angels, I don't know. This Barnes is one of the nicest Barnes I have ever been in. It's a brand new store, but it's completely new, but normally the new ones that look like this are a lot smaller, but this one is huge, has like a full service cafe. It is so nice. trying to decide because I don't need all of these books. We're obviously gonna get the Bluey book for Pierce. I really don't need all of these, but they'd be really good fun summer reads. So. And now we are back to present day, current me filming this, and I honestly wish I could go back. That was such a fun little weekend. I definitely meant to record in the moment a little bit more and talk to you guys an update, but Easter weekend is a very busy weekend at bookstores, I guess. So there was a lot of people. Normally it doesn't really bother me, especially if I'm on my little camera, but also the weather, you probably saw in the Blush bookstore clips. It was like pouring down rain the whole weekend, and normally my family has Easter outside and we do like the Easter egg hunt outside and we sit by the bonfire and just enjoy like the nice spring weather. Sorry if you can hear my dog, he's being kind of a brat and growling at other dogs in the hallway, but yeah, the weather just wasn't it, and I didn't want to like ruin any of my cameras. Obviously I also was like just soaked like with water and I looked a mess, but now we're just gonna hop into the haul. But maybe next book shopping vlog we'll kind of talk you through the process and give you like little hauls as we go. But I also kind of like saving the book haul until the end so you guys can see what I got. But the first place we went to is technically not bookish related, but it is like a little trinket store. We went there initially because they have such a good Jellycat like collection. So now I went over the summer and it was so fun. They had so many Jellycats, so I was hoping that they were gonna have a bunch, but I'm guessing my secret, my best kept secret, was found out because they had like 2 Jellycats, like literally none. It is a small business, and if they got popular it's probably hard to keep them in stock. They did have some Sunny Angels, and I love a good Sunny Angel haul. I love the blind box kind of stuff like that, so I did get a couple other Sunny Angels. So I don't know what series this is exactly, but I think it's like the Cherry Blossom something or other. So I unboxed the little parrot. He is so cute. And then I'm not sure what this one is. I threw away the boxes already, but it's a little guy with antlers, and these are so cute, and I love the like pink vibe of them. And then I wanted a Sunny Angel keychain so bad, and I've been wanting like this little kiss. It's like the Valentine's Day collection from this year, but I was working when the line launched at the Kansas City store that I always go to buy my Sunny Angels, but I got this little keychain and it's on my wallet right now. You could put this on car keys, wallet. I might hang it on the outside of my bagoo, but we shall see. But he's so cute and it's attached to my little wallet. So that's my little Sunny Angel haul. Next up, we went to the Raven bookstore in Lawrence on Mass Street, and I wasn't gonna buy anything, but then when we were walking out, my eyes caught on The Conditions of Will, which I already had that book, but then right next to it was this book by Joe Watson. Never heard of this author before and never heard of this book, but it's called Love at First Flight. I think it's about Pippa, who is an air traffic controller, and then she meets a pilot possibly, and it's like a little airport romance, and that just sounds like the cutest thing ever. I love traveling, and I've always like wanted to be like a flight attendant or something like that. My oldest brother is a pilot, so I don't know, I love airports. Like, time just stops in airports. Airports are like a simulation in my mind. Like, I don't have any upcoming trips on the books right now, but Sid and I are trying to get something planned out for like the summer or our 1-year wedding anniversary, but excited about this one. So that's the only book that I got in Lawrence. So we did pop into the new Barnes, as I showed you. That Barnes was so cool. It was like one of the new concept Barnes, which the only new concept Barnes we have as of right now is in Blue Spring. It's very, very small and tiny, but this one was like a full service Barnes & Noble with a cafe. It was beautiful. I also recently started working at Barnes & Noble again part-time. I started working there again at the end of February just for some extra money every month. I also just like missed getting out of the house. I love working from home and would not trade it for the world, but it's nice to go and like socialize a little bit, see all the new releases, interact with the customers, that sort of thing. So I do have my 50% off employee discount still at Barnes. So I did get a few books. I got Ready or Not by Cara Stone. This book is just so beautiful, and I will buy anything that's set in New York City, like literally anything. I haven't heard much about this book and I haven't read anything by this author yet, but I do have Promise Me Sunshine on my TBR as well. But very, very cute. Very excited to read this one. I feel like this one will be perfect for spring going into summer. Then the next two books are thrillers. I have Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. I've never read anything by this author, but I heard Sarah Caroli talk about this book and it just sounds very interesting. I believe it's about these girls who were in foster care together, and then someone, maybe their foster care mother, she was missing or she's murdered or something, and then it's kind of like past and present timeline. I really want to film a reading like mystery thriller books for like a week going into like summer, or doing like a 24-hour readathon where I only read mystery thrillers, just because those books I don't read very often, but when I do, I read them so quickly. So I think that would be really fun, and I've been waiting for this one to come out in paperback, so very excited that it finally did. And then I believe this is Natasha Preston's newest release, or one of her newer releases, but she writes YA mystery thriller, and that is The Party. And this one just sounds very interesting. Someone goes dead at a party in like the English countryside or something, and it's kind of like between the friend group, like goes back and forth, like who did it. I've heard nothing but good things about Natasha Preston and like her YA mystery thriller work. I have a few books by her already, but very, very excited about this one. Moving on to Blush Bookstore. This was the store that I was most excited to go to because it has been on my bucket list for so long. Like I said, I support Jacqueline a lot. Like I buy a lot of her House of Jupiter, like merch and all that stuff. I recently won a giveaway, which was really fun. They did their shop restock and she sent me a $50 gift card for winning the giveaway, and I got the Pete's coffee crew neck, which I'm very excited about. That hasn't come in yet, but it was so nice because I'd been wanting that for so long and was kind of like waiting for them to restock it, and I got a gift card and I paid for it. So that was really, really fun. I try to support them as much as I can, and I do talk about them a lot. Like half of my book merch collection is from them, and such good quality, so fun. I put a few of my friends onto their merch as well, but it was super exciting to see their bookstore. So cute. It's in this like little cottage kind of area, and it was just so cozy, and I wish it wasn't so far because I would go there all the time. They also have like a lounge upstairs with like this fun mood lighting and little bistro tables and couches, so just so fun to just go there and like work for an afternoon or get a coffee and go read your book or something. I don't know, love it. I did get a few books there. Sid actually bought these all for me, which was so sweet. He was like, get whatever you want. I was hoping that they would have more of like the Kindle accessories because I have like a little Kindle zip pouch from them already that I got when they had like their online store before they closed it down. I was also hoping that they would have the floral 5-minute journal. I always see it on their Instagram, but I think that one might just be at the Dallas location. But I did get away with some pretty good finds, so let me show you. The first thing was free, which is this Midwest Indie Bookstore Roadmap, and this I think was for Indie Bookstore Day, but I'm gonna hold on to this forever and just like hopefully one day check off this list because it shows a bunch of the bookstores in the Midwest. And then the next thing I got, I am so excited about. It's this little reading journal. It's just this baby pink reading journal with some gold foil writing, and it's from Kunitsuko, and it's the Avid Reader Edition journal, and I am so excited about this. It has like a whole like beginning page with like books that are on your TBR, your favorite books, books that you've lent to friends, all this stuff. But then it gets to like the review. You probably can't even see it, but it has like the title, the author, the details like genre, the pages, how long it took you to read, and then like a whole page for notes, and then just some like prompts as well. So I feel like this will be so good for me because I want to start doing wrap-up videos once I start reading a lot more. This will be just so nice to reference so I don't ramble on and on. Before I move on to the books, I also got a little bookmark that they threw in for free, and then a couple stickers. So I got this one that's like a little sparkling, like a poppy or something, but it says romance reader emotional support drink. Who doesn't need a little poppy or emotional support drink or coffee or soda when they're reading? I thought this was so cute. And then Sid picked this sticker out for me. I was looking at it on a table that had like Lila Sage and Elsie Silver on it, but then Sid came over as I was like looking at the sticker, but he had already picked it out. But it's just this like little Western kind of one. It says, "This ain't my first cowboy romance." And I thought that was so cute. So got a couple of stickers, very excited about those, probably gonna put them in my journal. And then Sid bought me this whole series. So the first time I heard someone talk about the first book in this series was maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's been in my Amazon cart ever since, just because none of the bookstores in my area carry it. So the fact that we saw this out in the wild, and I was probably gonna bite the bullet and buy it on Amazon anyway, but obviously I would rather support the local business. I got the entire Windy City series by Liz Tom Ford. I told Sid that I was only gonna buy like the first 2 and see if I liked them, just because I've heard mixed reviews about the first one, but then people say like the second one it really picks up, and then like the fourth one that's out people love. But he was like, just get all of them. So he bought me all of them, and I've already pre-ordered the next one that's coming out because I absolutely love the cover. I think it's the 5th and final book in the series. I could be mistaken. But yeah, I got the entire Windy City series. So I got Mile High, The Right Move, Caught Up, and Play Along. Very, very excited to have the whole series, and so thankful that I could find them at a local bookstore and support them instead of buying on Amazon. That is all that I got on this little bookish road trip. It's safe to say that I am on a book buying ban from here on out, because I still haven't posted my other ginormous book haul for you guys. So that is coming. I'm just so behind on editing, so stay tuned for that as well. But I thought this video would be a little bit easier just to wrap up and edit for you guys. Let me know if you want more book shopping vlogs, or specifically like what state I should go book shopping in, like if there's anything that's close to like the Kansas City area, like Nebraska, St. Louis, those kind of places. Let me know what your favorite bookstores are, and maybe we'll plan like a little bookish road trip and make this kind of like a series. But that is my little bookish road trip vlog and haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm definitely planning on posting more content like this in the future. But yeah, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.